All right, y'all. This ain't no video. I'm sorry. I just got to get this PSA out. This is damn near a rant. Let me get a little smoke break so I can cool down first. First and foremost, I want to say RIP to all the victims of everybody I may mention in this particular rant. But as y'all know, fear the deer. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of Jeffrey Dahmer and Ed Gein, who became movies like Silence of the Lamb or Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho. I mean, we glorify these serial killers, psychopaths, drug lords, El Chapo, Big Meech. And the world needs to know about these killers and drug kingpins and things of that nature. But it comes a point where, damn it, we gotta stop. Another Jeffrey Dahmer video is just hit Netflix. You gotta think about this from a moral standpoint. Every time, how many damn Jeffrey Dahmer DVDs or documentaries or or BET or MTV or VH1, any kind of streaming network that we need another Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. This man did this horrendous stuff from like 88 to 92. Everybody, especially from Milwaukee, Wisconsin in general, we know the history of Jeffrey Dahmer. So my point is, why do we gotta keep making every year a different DVD or documentary of Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, BTK killer, Ted Bundy, you know what I'm saying? Charles Manson and his hippie crazies. Like, why? Like, that's kind of weird to me. Like I said, when they did they horrendous crimes, the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, and you know what I'm saying, the what's his name? The Zodiac Killer and the Son of Sam and the all of that, Jack the Ripper, all of this stuff is historical history that needed to be spoken upon. I get it. I don't mind it even, you know what I'm saying, being spoken upon more than once. You know what I'm saying? Because some of this stuff, for generational reasons, have to be known. Normal people, like the BTK guy, was like a park patrolman, community servant. Gacy killed all the kids into the basement. He was like a clown for the kids. So these monsters do live in our society as husbands and normal, you know what I'm saying, patrons. They ain't just hobos on the street. Jeffrey Dahmer was a chocolate, he worked at a chocolate factory. He used to give kids chocolate. He never harmed kids. But monsters like those guys do exist and the world need to know about them. But now it's getting to the point where it's like y'all doing it for money reasons. Like, it's a weird, sick obsession with these serial killers. And with Jeffrey, he at the top of the list because he was a serial killer cannibal. And it's like, why are we so enthralled? If you a kid who was born in 2000, or whatever, none of my kids was born during the Jeffrey Dahmer era. Now they're getting exposed to the dirty history of Jeffrey Dahmer. And it's like, why? Why? If you Google Jeffrey Dahmer movies or documentaries, it's like 10 Jeffrey Dahmer movies. And I'm gonna be honest, I watched about 7 of them. This new one, the actor is cool. I fuck with him the long way. But I just can't get involved in it. I don't need no more Ted Bundy, Charles Manson, Dahmer, BTK, Richard Ramirez. I don't need no more of these guys. This ain't what you call horror. Don't do it because make an excuse. They're the real monsters in real life. Yeah, that's facts. But you can't throw that into horror month. You can't throw Dahmer in with Freddy, Jason, and Chucky. You can't throw the BTK buying, torturing, killing people to, you know what I'm saying, the Terrifier and Michael Myers. It's not the same. Candyman is fictional. Ted Bundy is real life. we know these movies are somewhat depicted from some of these real monsters, but the fact that they come out every 3 years with a new Dahmer and all these movies is just sickening. Think about, I'm blessed in my heart in life that none of the victims of Dahmer's horrendous crimes I was ever close to, knew, or a family member or a friend. But I did have a family member living in the building when he was committing all of these crimes. And Lord knows I'm glad she never was anywhere near him, even though, you know what I'm saying, he didn't really particularly go after women. You know what I'm saying? She was in the building and she knew the smells. My point is, now you see YouTubers with the files and the lost files and the tapes where you seeing some of these court rants of the victims of Dahmer. I hate you, Jeffrey, and all of those scenes. Now this lady probably, either if she alive or not, her kids, her family, they know her. They got to relive what happened to their uncle or brother 20, 30 years later. Dahmer should not be spoken again. Like, it's not. We know the history of this guy enough. We don't have to speak of these guys ever again. But you know how the politics of the agenda work. Where money is to be made, money will be made. If I can remake The Lion King and make $1 billion, I'm going to do it. The same thing they think about a Disney movie, the same thing they think about a serial killer. If people going to watch it, I'm going to make it. And it's disgusting, because I'd rather you remake The Lion King 1,000 times than to keep mentioning these horrible bastards. But hey, they calling it Horror Month, and that's my rant for the day. Stay tuned. ZZ the King. Like and subscribe. Your favorite horror channel, Horror Channel. I'm going to hit y'all with another banger. I'm out.